healthy. I am curious with what you are seeing on your side, sir. Do you also expect a slight increase in this manner, or do you think there could be an actual contraction in spending?
For 2022, at least, I expect to be around, maybe at the end of the year, we might talk about 5% or 5.5%, but I don't think that it will go on a negative value or very close to 1 or 2 from what I expect. But still, the question mark is for the next year, where things might look a little bit different. Nevertheless, historically, during any kind of recessions, companies were trying to do optimizations, and one of the best way how you can reduce the cost is basically to do automation, and this can be done at least in the IT industry pretty easily. So this is why I think that it's like a safeguard for the IT industry, and we will not see such a big contraction.
That's great feedback. And as you mentioned, way to save cost. Another one of our questions in our macro survey was, if you were planning to decrease your cost and your spending in general, what is a way to do it? What we're seeing here is it seems rather obvious at first, but consolidating redundant vendors across your business line. But largely that often means kind of bundling in with an ecosystem player. We all know the names of the ones that are out there. Cisco and Oracle used to be two of the biggest. SAP, Microsoft has really emerged as kind of the largest one of those. But you can eliminate additional spend with niche providers or best of breed providers, and just go and consolidate with your enterprise license on one of those. I'm curious, does that plan resonate with you? Do you see that happening with you and your peers now?
Yes, it is. When I think about cost reduction in IT, one of the ways how you could do this is to identify exactly what kind of product, what kind of licenses you really need, what is the number of licensing, and if all your colleagues around you from the organization really use that product, especially nowadays when almost all the software is based on a subscription model. So let's say every quarterly you can decide to go up or down. Also, migration to cloud I expect to increase because cost optimization in the end can be done pretty easily using this. And of course, this is a good moment in time when companies that already adopted cloud to take a look on the cloud and to do the next step from the cloud maturity level, and to take more to be more careful how they are spending the cloud resources, how they do the governance and the cost optimization, because there's a lot of space of improvement over there.
Yeah, I've heard of you and your peers, a bunch of you say recently that they've been calling it a term as a cloud audit, right? So everyone's been moving, as you can see here, it's been one of the highest priorities since we launched the macro survey years ago. Basically behind cybersecurity and I think collaboration and productivity, largely because of the virus pandemic and the remote work shift. But cloud migration has been a constant study. We've actually seen it come down quite a bit from a 4.5 to a 4.1. It's quite a big jump of a decrease. And for what I'm hearing anecdotally from you and your peers is exactly that. People rush towards the cloud early on, kind of indiscriminately, and now they're becoming a touch more discriminate in their spend. And they're trying to think about ways to audit that cloud and be more mature and a little bit more careful in the spend. Is that something you're seeing?
Yes, I was thinking how we could explain this small decrease in cloud adoption and cloud migration. And one good explanation here would be that we are in an end of the pandemic years, when the pressure to go on the digital side is not so high, and most of the large organizations that were not yet digitalized, they already moved. So the need is much smaller, or their current landscape, it's already in a phase where the business can go as is. And also it might be a safeguard taking into account the recession that we are expecting.